I know where most families in America will be tuned into soon, and that's to watch the opening of the Olympics. Hundreds of athletes from across the world are going to gather in London for the opening ceremonies for the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. And among those marching in the Parade of Nations will be 20 athletes from the land of Lincoln, our state of Illinois. Making his Olympic debut in the 100-meter butterfly is Tyler McGill, native of Champaign. After turning in the second fastest time in the world this year at the U.S. Olympic trials, Tyler will be swimming for a spot at the top of the podium in London. Lake Forest native and Northwestern Wildcat Matt Grievers is already an Olympic gold medalist as a member of the two winning relay teams in Beijing. This year, he'll be swimming for individual gold and maybe a world record in the 100-meter backstroke. As a son of an All-American, swimming is in Connor Dwyer's blood. After achieving personal bests in every event in which he competed at the trials, this native of Winnetka is going to compete in the 400-meter freestyle as well as a relay at the first Olympic Games. Now, star diver Christina Lucas was born in Riverwoods, where she began swimming and diving at an early age. She moved away from Illinois after high school, but she remains a Cub fan, comes back to Chicago very recently. Chatham's Kelsey Bryant will join Christina on the women's diving team as she competes in the 3-meter synchronized diving event. She's already a two-time NCAA champion, and this is also going to be Kelsey's second Olympics. Algonquin runner Evan Yeager won 4 Illinois state titles in cross country and track, but he's going to be competing in a relatively new sport, the steeplechase, at this year's Olympics. He qualified for the team after just a few years of training for what's a grueling event. Chicago's track and field star Wallace Spearman Jr. looking for vindication this year in the men's 200 meters high-pressured sprint that will include many of the fastest runners of all time. And from my hometown of East St. Louis, Illinois, Dawn Harper is going to be defending her 2008 Olympic gold medal in the 100-meter hurdles in London. She won in Beijing, I remember it well. It was a thrilling upset with her personal best time, making her the person to beat in this year's game. A member of the Fighting Illini, an All-American, Gia Lewis Smallwood made her first international team in 2011 after competing in the discus for 11 years. She remained in Champaign after graduating, where she trains, but also volunteers at the YWCA and with Parkland Community College. Now, competing in the men's discus event, Lance Brooks, a graduate of New Berlin High School, the New Berlin Pretzels. He attended Decatur's Millikan University, Big Blue, where he played for the men's basketball team. We wish him well. Growing up in Itasca, Sarah Zelenka. She tried swimming, soccer, volleyball, and basketball. It wasn't until she went to college that this naturally gifted athlete really found her sport, rowing. She has since won the gold at the Rowing World Cup and World Championships. She'll be looking to add an Olympic medal to that collection in London. Rowing twins, Grant and Ross James, have competed next to each other their entire lives, and they share their biggest fan, their mom. After Ross captured the final seat on the 8-man boat going to London, the twins learned that they'd fulfilled the lifelong dream of competing next to each other at the Olympics. At 6'9", Sean Rooney is a natural for the sport of volleyball. He was named Illinois Player of the Year in 2001 when he led his high school team, Wheaton Warrenville South, to an Illinois State Championship. He competed in his first Olympics in Beijing, where he helped Team USA to a gold medal, and he's going to help them defend that title this year. Bob Willis grew up in Chicago. He learned to sail on our Lake Michigan. And after qualifying for the Olympic Games, he returned briefly to Chicago before leaving for London, where the first water his Olympic board touched was Lake Michigan water. That'll bring him good luck. Greco-Roman wrestler Ellis Coleman grew up in Chicago's Humboldt Park. Joined the wrestling team as a way to stay out of trouble in a pretty tough neighborhood. His signature move is an amazing thing called the flying squirrel. You got to see it to believe it, which he may use as he wrestles to win Olympic gold this year in London. Growing up in Naperville, Candace Parker was a devoted Chicago Bulls fan, so it wasn't surprising when she began to play basketball herself, leading her high school team to multiple Illinois state championships, becoming the first female high school player to dunk a basketball in a sanctioned game. She's been a member of the USA basketball women's national team since 2009. She helped win the gold for the U.S. at the Beijing Olympics. Swin Cash will join her on the women's basketball team. Swin was drafted in the WNBA after leading her college team to an undefeated 39-0 season and her second national championship. She now plays for the Chicago Sky. Born and raised in Springfield, basketball swingman Andre Iguodala will represent the United States in the 2012 Dream Team, or Dream Team 3 as it's known. His jersey number is now retired at Lanphier High School in Springfield, where he was a star student and athlete. Star defender on the women's soccer team, Amy Lepelbet, grew up in Crystal Lake. Her high school coach at Prairie Ridge remembers her not only for her athleticism, but also for her work ethic and determination. She'll compete as a member of the U.S. women's soccer team in London. What an array of Illinois stars at the Olympics for us to follow and cheer on. Each of these athletes has arrived in London as a result of years of perseverance and hard work. They got up early in the morning to practice and kept going through aching muscles and sore limbs. They arrived early, stayed late, spending hours at the gym, on the field, or in the pool training for this one moment in life, their Olympic dream. I want to congratulate all the athletes, but especially those from Illinois, and every athlete representing his or her country at these games. I'm looking forward to watching them over the coming weeks as they compete for Olympic gold.